And welcome back, everyone, to the NFL Today. Today's hot topic exclusively for Sprint, looking ahead which 0-2 teams might make the playoffs and which 2-0 squads might not make it.
Well, the one that's 0-2 that I think will make the playoffs is the San Diego Chargers. They played two really good football games, but they lost at the end. They're scoring a lot of points. That's a big issue. And then also they're in that division where I think maybe them and Denver are going to both get in the playoffs. And then the 2-0 team, I think, is the Carolina Panthers. Ooh. Carolina, although they are a well-rounded football team, they've been able to run the football, but they were very close, also winning their two games late, being 0-2 instead of 2-0.
I can't disagree with that, but I'm going to go with two different teams. I'm going to say the first 2-0 team that may not make it, I'm going to say is the Green Bay Packers. And the only reason I say the Green Bay Packers, I'm still not sold on a young quarterback, and he has to prove to me he can do this over the course of 16 games. The Chicago Bears are a lot better than I thought they were. Minnesota has made the move right now to Gus Frerotte. I think he gives them a lift. I think that division is a lot tougher than you think. The 0-2 team that I think that could come back, how about the Seattle Seahawks? The Seattle Seahawks, I think the division works in their favor right now. They're 0-2 because of injuries, not something that they can't overcome. Hasselbeck, 13-4 career in that division. So I like Seattle to make the playoffs, and I'm not sold yet on Green Bay.
Wow. My 2-0 team to probably miss the playoffs, I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals because I'm not convinced that Kurt Warner, when they play a team that's going to put pressure on them, they play two very mediocre ball clubs, San Francisco and Miami. He put up some big numbers, but I'm not sold on him because when he faces pressure, he normally puts the ball on the turf, puts the team in harm's way. So that's my 2-0 team that could possibly miss the playoff. And my 0-2 team, since Brad Childress has made this switch, gone to Gus Frerotte, sat Tavares Jackson on the sidelines, I like them. They play too well of a defense. They got a running game that's outstanding. That's my 0-2 team that's going to get in the playoffs.
You know, you guys are acting as if Gus Ferrat's going to the Hall of Fame or something, man. I'll tell you what, relax.
He's better than what they had.
All right, my 0-2 team, I think that's going to make the playoffs. I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars will. You know, I still think this is a very good defensive team. Yeah, they've had some injuries in the offensive line. They'll overcome all of that. And David Garrard has not been great. You know, last year, the best thing he did was protect the football. I think Jack Del Rio, especially against the Indianapolis Colts today, goes back to running the game, taking the ball out of his hands, and they'll feel a lot better about themselves come Monday. My 2-0 team not to make the playoffs, I have to agree with Shannon, and that would be the Arizona Cardinals, specifically because I'm not so sure that Kurt Warner will make it through the season. I think it's a great story. I think he's been terrific from the last half of last year to the first two games of this year. But what about the injury factor that has really plagued him towards the end of his career? If Matt Leinart has to lead that team, I'm saying they're not making the playoffs.
I still like the division they're in, though.
Yeah, because if they're not going to make it, then Seattle will.
You just said Seattle was going to make it.
I know, but I'm just saying that division.
So if Seattle makes it, Arizona can't make it.
Two teams can't make it in the same division?
Not in that division.
I'm loving these guys, and you know what? Come back. Be sure to catch us at noon Eastern every Sunday, and you'll see a happy family right here on the NFL Today.
Right.